All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome again to our weekly Amazon for Beginners Masterclass. And tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about why you guys should sell during the holiday season. And then I'm going to show you guys some examples of products that you guys can buy for your business, right? And then we can do some Q&A. Hey, Sean. What's up, bro? So yeah, so this class is for beginners, right? So I'm just gonna break it down into simple steps. So we do Amazon FBA, which is just essentially we look for products, right, that are cheaper on other online stores. So for example, this one, right? This one is a product from Target, and you can get this for as low as $24 from Target. Oh, right there. And the same product is on Amazon for about 70 bucks. So as you guys can see, right, there's a big gap in price here. So yeah, and then this one is another example. This one is about 788. Plus, if you do the codes or coupons, you guys are getting an additional 10, 15, or 20% off. And the same product is on Amazon for about 20 bucks. And then this one is, what is this? Tea? Yeah, tea for about $15 from this website. And the same product is on Amazon for about $26. So it's really just simple buy low, sell high, right? It's just arbitrage. We're buying products from online retailers like Target and other smaller retailers like cocoon.center.co and this website. And then we're reselling the same products on Amazon for a higher price. And then we take the profits, right? So now I'm gonna go like a little deeper. So what I do is I source products, right, from these retailers. And then once I find the products that I like, I run the numbers using Seller Amp. I use Seller Amp and Keepa. I run the numbers, and if I like what I see, I buy the product. I usually do a test buy of 5 to 10 pieces to test the product. And then from there, I ship it to my third-party prep center in Oregon. It's in Oregon because in Oregon, there's no sales tax, right? So we're saving about 8-9% on sales tax. And then from there, they pack and prep their products and they ship it to Amazon. That's my way. Other people like going to stores to source products. Other people like to buy products online and have it shipped to their house. It's just not for me. I used to do it in the past. I think this way that I'm doing right now is very efficient because it's 100% online. You know, you can be anywhere in the world, right, and do this business because you're not tied up to a location. I think it's also less stress because you don't got to pack and prep. You don't need employees. You don't need a warehouse. So it's very minimal. And I think it's very scalable because it's very simple. Do you guys agree? I'm not saying the other models don't work. It's just I feel like this way is the most efficient way to do it. So,
That
so yeah.
makes sense.
Does anyone have a question about it, about the process or anything?
Yes.
Hey
Uh,
Coco, welcome, bro.
Thank you so much, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I want to know, how did you get to this part? Because I have zero knowledge about the whole process. I was watching one of your videos, but
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where to start. So let's say I go on Amazon. So how did you able to get to this process, and how were you able to see
Mm.
the warehouse? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, this part you start with the product list, right? So the way I teach it is I provide my students with a list of products that look like this. And that way they don't need to manually look for products on their own. Because as a beginner, it's gonna be hard to find products, honestly. So I do provide a list to my students. And then their job is to go through each product, go through the data, which I'm going to show in the next few minutes, and then decide if they want to buy the product or not. As far as our prep center, I do provide that too to my students. I've gone through about, I want to say like 8 prep centers in the past 4 years. So yeah, so I do provide a prep center too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, so you go on Amazon, you type this product, it comes up, then you buy with your own cash, with your own money, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it
Yeah. So
shipped
we
to
usually use credit cards, like 0% APR cards. Yeah.
okay. Then it shipped to the warehouse. The warehouse package it and then send it back to Amazon to sell, or how does it work? That's what I want to know.
Yes. Yeah, that's a process. So you go through the list, or if you want, you can manually search for products on your own if you want to. You pick the products that you like, and once you find the products that you like, you do a small test buy, right, of 5 to 10 pieces. You ship it to the prep center, they pack and prep it, and they ship it to Amazon. And then once Amazon receives their products, Amazon does all the shipping to their customers, shipping, handling, customer support, warehousing. So really our job as Amazon sellers is to provide Amazon with profitable products. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's making sense, but I still need walk through. But I'm gonna follow along. Let's see how far.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go through step one, right? So let's just start with step one. So step one is you're gonna be getting a list, right? That looks like this, and then you open up your supplier link and your Amazon link. And then from here, you're gonna, well, first up is you gotta check if the products are matching, right? So you need to look at the title, description, the color of the product. In short, just make sure that they match. Let's see. So this one seems to be matching. Let's see, yeah. So orgy, wow, okay. Orgy eyeshadow palette. Okay, looks the same. So now we take the cost, right, of your product, which is $62. And then you plug it here under your cost on your Seller Amp software. So we use Seller Amp right there. We plug in the cost here. And then we plug in the sale price or Amazon price right there, which is about $92. $92.99. And then from here, we run the numbers, right? So as you guys can see here, you guys are going to be getting 17% ROI per sale or $10 profit on a sale. And you're getting 44 sales a month, right? And then from here, you go look at other sellers and then decide, are you willing to buy a product that's selling 44 times a month? And you're going to share the sales with all these people. And you're getting a minimum of 17% ROI or $10 profit per sale. So would you guys do that? What's a verdict? Are you guys willing to buy a product, right, that's selling 44 times a month and is giving you a 17% ROI minimum or $10 profit?
Yeah, I would.
Yes, the Barbara says yes. Or what's up, Micah? What's up?
Personally look for
I'm gonna
at
say no.
least a 30% ROI,
Okay.
like 30% ROI and a minimum of $3 profit is what I'm starting off with.
Okay. Yeah.
I do think it's pretty good because there's only like 20 something sellers. I mean, there's only 20 something of them in stock with 8 offers. And you have 40, it sells 40 something times a month. So I wouldn't really test buy it because it's kind of a lot of money for a test buy, but I would personally say no just because I'd limit myself to at least a 30% ROI.
Okay, because of the cost, right? It makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the ROI for this one is kind of low, but then the profit is high. So,
Right.
it depends on how you guys look at it. So to me, this is good because I'm looking at the data points. So it's giving me a $10 profit per sale, right? Which is, I think,
Right.
really good. It's giving me 44 sales a month, which is not the best. But then again, the number of other sellers is also low. So if you look at the ratio between sales per month and number of sellers, I think it's good. And then you're getting a minimum of $10 profit too per sale. So to me, this is actually a good one. So
You mainly stick with FBA?
what do you mean? Like here or
Yeah, like there, yeah.
Hmm.
Like you personally, do you stick with FBA or
hmm.
do you switch between FBA and FBM?
I just do FBA.
Okay,
Yeah, but when I'm looking at data, I look at FBA and FBM sellers. So
right. Okay.
yeah. So again, right, to me this is good because the ratio between sales per month and number of sellers is pretty good. So 44 sales a month is only eight people here.
Right.
And then as far as the minimum profit, I'm getting, I mean,
It's
pretty high at $10.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty
so
high
there's a lot of room to like, like wiggle.
to wiggle. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, to me this is good. So I'm gonna put this is good. I mean, there's really no right or wrong answers because we look at money differently, right? So some people, if they see like a high ticket product like this, like $60, it's just too high for them, right? So it really depends on how you look at data and money, but I'll just show you guys how I look at it. Yeah. See this one. Next product. So the is loading right now, so let's see. All right, so for this one, the cost is about $23.99, right? With the whole target circle and deals right there. So $24 or $20.99. So now you got to plug it here. So it's $23.99. And the cost on Amazon is about $69 right there. Let's see. Yeah, this one is a variation. It's gonna be an extra step. So I'll do the extra step. It's not really for beginners, but I'll do the extra step. Let's see. So I'll just give you guys the numbers, right? So let's calculate that. 32. So this product is selling about 140 times a month. It's giving you a 100% ROI, which is really high.
Damn, that's good.
And then if you look at the other sellers, there's only one seller on the listing. So this one's obviously good, right?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, this one is good. But the only problem with this is that this product is out of stock. Yeah, it's out of stock.
Out of stock at Target?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's out of stock. And I can just tell because by looking at the data, there's not a lot of sellers here. So it's just kind of obvious to me because I've been doing it for a while. It is out of stock. But what I do for products that are out of stock is that I usually save it because when they go back in stock, I want to jump on it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's
I would
about to
even
sell out on Amazon as well.
well, this one it's almost sold out on Amazon.
Yes, it's only 3 more.
Yeah, there's only one seller here with 3 in stock.
And it sells 100 something times per month.
Yeah, 150.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
So, this one is obviously good, right? 100% ROI.
Yeah.
We're also entering the holiday season. So
Yeah.
it's even going to be inflated as far as the profits. So, this one's out of stock though, right? But I would even take the extra step, maybe go to a local Target in your hometown and see if you can find this one because this one seems like it's a really good product.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But out of stock.
Right.
So to me, it's even worth going to the local stores I
Mm-hmm.
mean, do you guys agree?
Yeah.
It's like Jordans, right? I mean, if you can find Jordans and sell it for double the price, I would hunt for
Why
those
not?
Jordans, right, and resell it.
Oh yeah.
So it's the same concept with this one. So I would put this is out of stock, but I will save for future purchase. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, next one. Hopefully I'm not going too deep. All right, what is this? Well, this one is not able to ship in the US, so I'll just use this as an example. So, and just run the numbers. So $19.99, right, is the cost.
Mm-hmm.
$19.99. And selling price on Amazon is about $41. So it's giving you a 43% ROI. 138 sales a month. And then there's like 17 other sellers here. So let me repeat that, right? 138 sales a month. With this many people in the listing. You guys see it? It's about 17 people in the listing. And it's giving you a minimum of 37% ROI. I'm not gonna count this guy because this guy's about to be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
This guy has one in stock. So this guy should be sold out within, like a day. So I'm gonna count this one as a minimum. So you guys are getting 138 sales a month with a minimum of 37% ROI. With this many people in the listing. Would you guys do it? Let's see in the chat. Or you guys can talk to if you want.
I would do a test buy, like a small quantity.
Okay.
This one. Or
How
5
about you guys?
maybe.
Let's see in the chat. How about you, Coco? So 138 sales a month. With this many people in the listing is giving you a minimum of 37% ROI.
I
right,
think
so-
that's a lot of people to share the 138 sales with because most of them have 30 plus in stock.
Okay. So Micah is a no. Barbara's a yes. Sean's a yes. So let me decide on this. 138 sales a month.
Because you got that's 90 in stock right there,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then like if you click to load more, then it might be, I don't know how much the other 7 have.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot to
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot in stock. I would put that one on my watch list for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me see. 138. Okay. Like to me, this is good because, well, it's because on my strategy, I usually match the cheapest seller.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually price match the cheapest price, right? Which is $39.90.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that way I get the buy box.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I get the sales.
Okay.
So I'm not really worried about all these people.
That's smart.
Yeah, because I'm usually gonna be here. I'm gonna price match this guy.
Yeah.
That way I'm the cheapest. And it's giving me, and even at the bottom, right? Or even at the cheapest price, I'm still getting a high ROI.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
that's the way I look at it. Mhm.
we need to call the bank so I can get.
Oh.
So you price match the cheapest seller, FBM or FBA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not this guy, just because this one
Because
is
he's about to
giving me a
sell
negative.
out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to sell out.
But this guy right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I would price match this seller. And then I'm okay with it because I'm getting a minimum of 37% ROI, which gives me like a lot of room, right? To adjust my price. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so to me, this is good. Good. 37% ROI. Good sales volume. All right, next product. So 1830. So 1830. Price on Amazon is about 36. Sales per 167. See. Yeah, so for this one, you're getting 34% ROI, right? 67 sales a month. Let's see. And there's 900 sellers on the listing. So would you guys do it?
I would test buy for sure.
Yeah, so 67. Hey Charles, what's up, bro? So 67 sales a month. You're getting a 34% ROI. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You're getting a minimum of 26% ROI. Would you guys do it?
Yeah. So, quick question: as FBA, does Amazon give you priority?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's because we can offer Amazon Prime,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which
I
is
would.
1-2 day shipping. With FBM, they can only do like 3 to 5 business days of shipping. So yeah, so we have an advantage, and that's why if you guys see here, this seller has a buy box right now. You see that? This seller has a buy box right there.
Yeah,
Because
$36.
he's FBA, and he's not the cheapest. If you notice that, he's at $36, and the cheapest is $34.90, right? It's because this guy's FBA, so yeah. So yeah, 67 sales a month with this many people, and you're getting a minimum of 26% ROI. To me, this is good because I think there's enough sales volume to go around. I mean, it's not going to be the best, but I think it's enough sales volume versus number of sellers, and you're getting a decent ROI also. So to me, this is, I would do a test by 5. You guys have any questions about it?
So, when you buy all your products, let's say you bought them from different websites and you ship them to your prep center,
Mhm.
do they arrange to ship them together once you have your account already with them, and they can ship your items, or do they all ship at different times from the ship center to Amazon?
Mm.
Prep center. to
Well,
Amazon.
they usually pack everything in one big box,
Okay.
and then once the box is full, they ship it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they try to keep it efficient.
Okay, so they already kind of have a track of your inventory. What's yours?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
yeah. So does anyone have a question? Hey, Sean. What's up, bro?
Just out of curiosity, though, so do you ever even touch this product, or are you just basically the numbers guys pushing buttons?
I don't touch anything. Everything is virtual.
Really?
Yeah.
So, in other words, if I order this and buy it through this, you never touch it, see it, pack it, nothing, you just go, okay, put it in my bank account.
No, honestly, I mean, I don't really No, I don't, because because I buy it from the source, right? And then I ship it to the prep center. So I don't really see it or touch it. And then from there they ship it to Amazon. So
So
Mhm.
just to ask, it's like all you just doing is just paying. You just pay with your credit card. You just pay pretty much. That's what I think.
Honestly, yes. Well, you got to find profitable products, right? And once you find it, you ship it to Amazon, and then from there they do the rest. So yes, pretty much, like once you get used to it, you're pretty much buying products that are profitable and taking profits. Does that make sense? Coco, did that make sense?
Yeah. You have froze through the beginning of it. I don't know if it was just for me, but you definitely froze.
Huh? Oh, I froze. Oh yeah. Okay, so let me say it again. So yes, our goal as Amazon sellers is to provide Amazon with profitable products. So yes, our job is to buy the products using our credit cards. So OPM, right? Other people's money. Leverage your credit cards, get your points for cashback, for travel hacking or whatever. For funding, buy the products, you ship it to Amazon, and then you're done for the day.
Nothing like throwing 4 other categories in there, Lewis. Travel hacking.
Yeah. It's like legal. It's like
That's
legal
great.
MS. I mean, do you agree? I mean, Charles doing it, so I mean.
No, I know. I didn't. I just I never. Actually, I have one fundamental question, and because the other good gentleman asked a great questions, like this looks like an incredible business model. Okay, but basically, I'm speaking English, and like you're talking Chinese to me with all that stuff, with all your FBAs and blah blah blah. Do you have a video or something that you would go to you saying like, okay, in the beginnings of learning your alphabet are this is how you make a T. Do you have, is that in there in your actual so I'm sure that's in your program, okay, but is it like online with your basic?
It should be in the school group. I mean, this video is in there, but really, if you notice, every single training, I pretty much do the same thing, right? I go through different products, I run the data, and if I like it, I buy it. It's very like repetitive. So yeah,
So
I
saying
mean,
gaga goo goo, it's repetitive, the same thing. But if you don't have any clue as to what gaga goo goo is, it still means nothing to you. I once had a guy tell me one time, he goes, here's how life works. He goes, when someone speaks to you, and the guy was an international speaker, I had a chance to talk to him for a second. And he goes, because I was going to give a presentation. He said, hey, dude, he goes, you need to go and do it, make sure that you could like speak to a 5th grade level class. And I said, why would I want to do that? And he's like, well, he goes, the first time you come up against this incredibly massive word like manual dexterity, he said, the brain gets stuck on that word and they don't hear anything after that.
Well, I guess Charles can answer that question. I think Charles, I mean, for experience, it's just repetition, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Once you pretty much get the formula, it's just like repetition. And the thing about it is, Lewis will give you all the basics you need. Like once you get the basics down, like you pretty much, because you got some people that they find their own niche within it, so they grow from there. But like he give you the basics of everything that you need.
Yeah, I think it's really just practice. It sounds like foreign right now because it's maybe your first or second time hearing this, but you got to hear it over and over again, or like see it over
And
and over
that's why I'm
again.
here for practice, just because of practice, because I do have access to the other group, but I'm here just to get my reps in, because once you get good at it, it's just like, how do you explain how to walk to somebody once you've been doing it for years, right? So once you get it down, it's pretty much just repetitive. It's like growing a separate muscle.
Yeah, and that's why if you guys look at my content, it's very repetitive. It's like super boring, and I'm not really talking about anything there, but just looking at data all day, every day, and answering questions. And even the question seems like repetitive too,
I'm
because
sure it would hurt if we jumped on your YouTube channel, left comments, likes, and all that good stuff for you, right? Went through the entire videos. I mean, I know you've got it on Facebook, you've got it on the actual training pages, but you've also got your YouTube channel too, which I actually just looked at. And dude, you put out a lot of YouTube out there. I was like, whoa, holy smokes, I'm impressed.
oh, thank you. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just practice and reps. I've been doing this for 4 years, so maybe I don't know. It's just reps, honestly.
Hey,
Yeah.
Can I ask you? I just a quick question. When you went to make your very first YouTube, because I say you said you couldn't speak the language or anything. So when it came time for you to do like your first YouTube video, were you like just terrified to death, Lewis?
Oh yeah. I mean, even now, I'm not really comfortable still with talking in public. It's still a work in progress.
You're not comfortable at all? Because you
I mean,
actually look pretty comfortable.
I get nervous in front of a camera still, but it's just like it's just muscle. It's just a muscle, right? You gotta just keep doing it and keep getting better. So, but it's not comfortable for me at all because I'm really quiet and introverted. So me like being on camera is not comfortable.
Have you ever addressed like a big, large group before? Just you, microphone, that's it?
In person, or you mean in a Zoom?
Oh, in person, yeah. No, in person. Just you in the middle of the room.
Well, yeah, I've done it in like certain events, but there's a different level of like scary, right? You're in front of a lot of people in person, so yeah, I do it. I do it scared. It doesn't matter.
I'm curious because like 20 years ago, actually, I'm 58, so that's why 20 years ago, I worked for Tony Robbins. And so I went to the front of the group and would address sometimes anywhere between 5 to 230 people, and almost 500 if I had a really great group. Sometimes like you get like a Mary Kay cosmetic group and they book a hotel, and all of a sudden you walk into a group and it's like a small Tony Robbins concert, and you're like, I mean, when that happens, you're like,
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I think Micah shared something in the chat. What is that, Micah? You want me to like check it out, or?
Yeah, so I have a question. Like looking at that, I'm looking and I can see that the sales per month has gone up. I'm guessing because the football season is starting. But Amazon is the only seller, right? What does it mean whenever Amazon is the only seller? Because it doesn't look like a private label to me.
Let's see. Oh, it's Under
But
Armour.
I can see, yeah, it's Under Armour. It's like football mouth guards.
Yeah, Amazon is the only seller here, so I think they have a contract with Under Armour.
Oh, okay, so that's what that means.
Yeah, because if you look at the data here, really only 2, 4. Yeah, I mean there used to be more sellers on here, but recently
They
it's only
probably weren't.
Amazon.
Do you think they
Amazon has
were?
a contract with Under Armour or yeah.
Okay, so like you wouldn't hop on that, right?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just because Amazon is the only one on the listing, which is very suspicious already. Yeah, so no. That's a great question. Yeah, so you can't really sell everything on Amazon. There's certain like stuff, right, that you can't sell. So for example, this one Under Armour has a contract with Amazon. So they're the only ones that can sell this product. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, you can see here, because if you look at on Keeper, right? If you look at the other sellers, so here, if there's no other sellers on the listing, it's it's a red flag. Because if you look here, right, there's other sellers. So for this listing, there's 9 other sellers on here. So it means it's okay to hop on the listing. If there's only like 1 or 2 sellers on there, it's very suspicious, right? Because why is there only like 1 or 2 people in there? Yeah.
So just to clarify, so sorry.
Hey, good.
So we have to be looking at SB because I also see SBM.
Mhm.
So I have to only be looking at SBA to make sure if I want to. I'm only SBA, correct?
Well, you can sell FBM too, if you want. So
Okay.
FBA means you're shipping your product to Amazon, and Amazon is fulfilling their products.
Okay.
FBA means fulfilled by Amazon, right? FBM means fulfilled by merchant, which is you. So you can sell as FBA or FBM if you want to.
Okay.
Fulfilled by Amazon. Okay.
Yeah. I just do FBA because I use a prep center. I prefer Amazon to sell all my products. And that way I don't need to handle all, shipping, right? Shipping, handling, customer service. So
how would I get the SBM? That's my first question.
how would you get it?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to sell a product as FBM, there's an option there when you list the product, and you can pick FBM, meaning you want to sell their product and ship it yourself, right?
Okay.
Yeah, there's options there when you list the product.
Okay. Oh, so because I see other YouTuber, they have their own warehouse where they have the product coming and stuff like that, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different ways to sell on Amazon, so it's gonna be up to you, like how you want to do it. Like, do you want to test your product? Do you want to pack and prep yourself, or do you want it like 100% online, or do you want to do both? Does that make sense?
Thank you. Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you very much.
I guess with you, like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to test your product? Do you want to ship products?
For me, I'm just asking those two that I want to be knowledgeable for both sides. So when I begin, I should know. I'm gonna try to do the SBA first to see how it works, and then I can move on. If I want to do the SBM as well, I can also do. I want to be open-minded. So.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's good. You can do both. That's how I started too. I did all the packing and prepping in the beginning. I did all the shipping to myself in the beginning, and then I realized I want to do it a certain way. It's efficient, so yeah, I get it. Any other questions, you guys? No, we're good. How about you, Sean? You're good, Sean?
Thanks, Louis. You knocked out of the park.
Thank you. How about you, Charles? You good, Charles?
Yeah, I got some questions that I guess because we'll meet again on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I'll reserve my questions for then.
Yeah, on Wednesdays it's gonna be more deeper stuff. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Like I said, I just show up here just to get my reps in, just because I really believe it's a muscle that you got to fine tune. So I'm in the middle of that. I feel like I done did everything else wrong, so there's nothing but up from here.
Nice. Love it. No, you're doing good, bro.
And thanks, Louis.
You're right. You just gotta put in the reps. It's really just practice. That's really it. So I think you're doing great, bro.
And thanks.
So alrighty, guys. Some more questions? We're good? All right. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you guys soon then, okay? Thanks for being here tonight. Bye-bye.
Thank you.